Here we go. I think we should be live. Hey everybody. Well. Hey there. Nobody. Because I don't think I get too many people in these lives. But that will change. I promise you that will change. And according to YouTube, I am live. So mute this. There we go. Had to mute myself there. So I didn't have a huge audio loop going on. But my name is AJ, and I am here to rip retail packs open, so you can see what they're all about. And partly because I don't really have a hobby shop. I do have access to the internet, like that, so I could order them. So I like getting things physically in stores. Had really bad things going on shipping lately, and I've just been going to Walmart and cards there, and I just I go to Walmart anyway. So a lot of times it's just impulse buys of cards. But I like talking about them. I like ripping them. I'm fairly new to collecting. I've probably only opened a few hundred packs, a couple hundred packs maybe in my lifetime, and I love collectibles, and cards. They don't take a lot of room. Well, once you get going, I'm sure they take up plenty of room. But I've also collected things like Funko and Lego, and those things take a ton of room. I'm really getting rid of all of those collections and really focusing on cards. One thing I want to show you guys. Oops, I almost knocked over my entire mess of a desk. But I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before. This is called a UB. As far as I know, you can probably buy these online somewhere like a Japanese, what they call a charm. Really, it's a card, but they sort of get around something by calling it a charm, I assume. And let me open it up for you because it is really cool. And I actually, so these are mystery boxes on the back. You'll see that they have different tiers of cards, and I pulled one gold ones here. And let's see here. I've been told, and you can see down here, it's got the Japanese writing. I've been told that this is one of the most rare ones. And take a look at that Spider-Man. He almost looks like Jordan right there. That's hilarious. But it comes in this case with a fake leather strap, and sort of in a little hard stack. Here, I'll open it up. Open it up, and flip it out. I lost the tab there. But it comes in a little plastic sleeve here. Pull that out. And it is. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is like a metal almost card, with enamel paint on there. You can see the back is very shiny. See there, QB. It doesn't. I really wish it would say one out of a million, one out of 100, whatever on the back, because this is supposed to be the rarest. The gold one is sort of their top hit, if you will, in these mystery packs. But take a look at that. is actually really freaking cool. And it was fun opening it. I actually opened it at a designer con in Las Vegas. And I did it at their booth, and they all sort of crazy because these were supposed to be so rare, and he was the guy was telling me like, how rare, out of there's only like one gold one per like 10,000 or something like that. I can't remember the exact, but it was supposed to be really rare. So they all crazy when I opened it. And I was like, okay. I didn't even know like what I opened like that. So that was actually pretty fun. Designer crazy. There was tons of different vendors. There was all sorts of different things. Not really the busiest con, because I've been to New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, and it wasn't busiest, but it was quite fun. So today I have a single pack Union Arena Demon Slayer. I've been opening these in the Hunter ones for quite some time, and I just opened a couple packs of these Demon Slayer ones, and they're really cool. I'll show you. This was I opened a couple packs just recently, and they have two hollows per pack usually. And I pull this super rare Daki. And it's cool because these cards have like a texture to them. And we get focus. They have like a really good cool texture to them. A lot of different mediums as far as hollow and metallic like that. So really see down there. There's a little SR, and that's how they determine rarity. The Hunter ones. So there's the stacks go common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and then action point. And I actually did pull an action point card. What I did with that action point card, I don't know. Wow! I don't know what happened to it. It is probably in my mess of a desk somewhere around here. But I did pull an action point card as well as like Hunter ones. The super rares that have stars, super rare star, double star, triple star ones out of those $500 cards, raw, and I actually pulled a super rare single star. Those are like $40 cards. I pulled two of those out of probably 50 packs that I've opened. The cards are really cool, and Demon Slayer and Hunter are my two favorite anime. So I really like seeing the characters and trying to hit my favorites out of there. What I really want and what I'm really hoping for, just not just any of these Demon Slayer packs, is a SR double star Rengoku. I love him. He's the best Hashira. It's an unfortunate that he's no longer with us. But his season, the Mutant Train art was out of this world. I love that art. Really good, very good, and looking forward to more Demon Slayer. Also, Togashi, the writer of the Hunter manga, has been releasing new chapters now on the Dark Continent, and I'm so glad that chapters that are coming out. I actually do collect Hunter Funko, and I was one away from having the complete set done, and then the past year they released 20 Hunter Pop, and then now I'm just like I give up. I was so close. There's like 35, 40 Hunter Pops already. I almost had finished, and then they just dropped like 15, 20 more. And now I'm like focus on cards. So anyways, I'm gonna hop right into it. Unfortunately, I currently only have one camera, so unfortunately you don't see my beautiful face as I open these cards. The other thing that I got off Whatnot is a pack, and this is a heavy pack. I think there's 36 booster packs in here. 12 cards per pack. Is the first edition Metazoo UFO Spellbook, I think is what they call these. And there are some very rare cards that you can find in here. So I don't know if I'm gonna bust through all 36 or not. Tonight, maybe I'll burn through them very quickly. But we'll see how far we get with those. All right, so I'm gonna flip this around here and fix my lighting. And sorry for that noise. I've got a very cheap ring light that I am hopefully going to get to work. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. Let's do this. I'm very sorry for give me just a second here. I'm going to get us to another phone stand that is a little better. Okay. Hopefully a little better. All right, that looks good there. Now we just need some light. Okay. So let's get some light going on here. And I don't think that is going to be enough light. That seems like enough light right there. I have no room on my desk. So how am I going to get this done? I wish I knew. As you can see, I am super prepared for this live stream. Very prepared. Oh, hey, you know what? Two concurrent viewers right now. Welcome. Oh, I have an echo or something. Let me see how I can fix this echo. I am not getting it on my end. Let me try this. Is that by chance any better? Okay. Is the music, can you still hear the background music, or did that go out? You can't hear the music? Oh, yeah. See, I'm really trying to figure this out because I have background music going, but for some reason I can't do the music and my mic at the same time without causing some sort of echo. So let me see if I can figure this out. I am an expert when it comes to this stuff. Or supposed to be an expert. Hang on. Hmm. Okay. I'm assuming I have sound now, but it's I'm guessing an echo. Man, this is frustrating. Okay. Now music and echo. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn the music off, and we're going to rely on my wonderful commentary to keep it filled. Man. And it's lovely because the way I have this camera set up, you can really sort of barely see the cards. So let me see if I can get this fixed. I apologize. This is going to be wonderful. Okay. I think that's probably okay. So, Demon Slayer. Here we go. Like I said, Demon Slayer, one of my favorite anime. I'm trying to think, do I like Demon Slayer better than Hunter x Hunter? Nah, I don't think so, but it is a very close second. As you can see on the back here, we've got 37 commons, 39 uncommons, 22 rares, and 13 super rares, along with 7 action point cards. Now, I found out something about these action point cards is they actually come in holo versions as well. And I did pull an action point card recently. It was like an art card with like 6 different characters on it. And it was really cool. Luckily, it's not here. As I can see, I'm super prepared for this stream. Lovely. All right, so let's hop in here and rip this baby open. Oh yeah, I forgot. With these Union Arena cards, they come with a nice little tab up on the side there, which is okay. But, you know, when you pull that tab on the side, you have a chance of damaging these upper corners here. And, you know, I want to slab some of these up. Okay, lower 6. And if you don't know anything about Demon Slayer, all of these demons have sort of ranks, and the lower 6 is one of the lower ranked demons, and each of the demons is sort of has their own area that they rule over, and there are I think 6 upper rank demons, 6 lower rank demons, and they're all ran by this guy named Muzan Kubutsuji. So lower 6. Then we've got, oh my goodness. So remember I was telling you about Rengoku. You can see right here, it says tasty. Well, every time he takes a bite of something that he likes, he exclaims, tasty, tasty, tasty. And it's actually quite funny. He takes it after every bite. I assume it could get annoying, but it's funny to me. Okay, so tasty. All right. Then we've got Muichiro Tokito. He's actually a very, what do you call it, like emotional, one of the Hashiras. He's a very special, he's like one of the water Hashiras. And he is a very emotional character, but he's very lovable. So that's one of the Hashiras. The Hashiras are sort of the upper echelon of people who are demon slayers. They are the demon slayers, or they're the upper ranks of the demon slayer core, and these Hashiras are all have sort of their specialty. If we go back to Rengoku here, as you can see, he's got fire for hair, and he's very flame oriented. Of course, he's the fire Hashira, and then Muichiro is the water Hashira. All right. Oh, then we so it's interesting with all these anime, their forms of communication. So like if we go to One Piece, they have these snails and things like that that they use for phones. Like you pick up a snail and you can like make a call with it. Um, in Hunter x Hunter, they do use phones, but the phone that Gon uses, for instance, is like in the shape of a little beetle. In Demon Slayer, they use crows to communicate. So when you become part of the Demon Slayer Corps, you are assigned a crow. This crow goes with you everywhere, and he communicates with the Demon Slayer Corps and the rest of the other Demon Slayers and the Hashiras as well. So the Kasugai crow. They can get very annoying, but they all sort of have their own little personality. Funny enough, you can see this little yellow hair boy back there who cries all the time. He actually doesn't even have a crow. He's got like a little sparrow as his bird. Okay. Then, oh, speak of the devil. Right there. That is so funny. I completely called it. That is his bird. Why can't I think of his name off the top of my head? Maybe, maybe if, gosh, what is his name? I know all of the names of everybody in Demon Slayer, but as soon as I want to freaking remember the crybaby's name, I can't remember it. Oh, Zenitsu. Yes, that is his name, Zenitsu. Man, he's such a crybaby, and he's like a little lover boy guy. Yeah, Wendy, I would take the crow over the slug any day as well. All right. So then we've got Nezuko. Um, she's one of the main characters. She's actually the sister of the protagonist of the story. And see that bit in her mouth? It's because she actually got turned into a demon. She has to keep that bit in her mouth so she doesn't actually bite anybody. So she's actually one of the keys to the whole story here. All right. Guillaume, one of the strongest members of one of the strongest Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps. And one interesting thing about him is he's typically crying when you see him in total concentration breathing. something we should all take a while to learn. Total concentration breathing is the way you can achieve complete focus. And I need to work on my total concentration breathing. Do a lot of meditation and stuff like that, but breathing, very important, very important. And I actually heard some sort of interesting thing about breathing. So when you breathe, you are actually, that is the name of the Lord. So how did they put it? I can't remember exactly how they put it, but like the Hebrew way of saying God is Yahweh. So like when you breathe in, it's like Yahweh, Yahweh, like that. And so apparently, like the name of the Lord is the very first thing that you say when you are brought onto this earth. And it's the very last thing you say when you leave this earth. So just think about that for a minute. Yahweh, Yahweh. And I thought that was sort of a very interesting thing. And like, yeah, I mean, you come into the earth, you take a Yahweh. I don't know if all breath sounds like that, but it's sort of a cool way to think about um, your relationship with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Total concentration breathing. Then we have Mitsuri Kondroi. She's sort of the sexy love Hashira. And she's definitely very good with the sword while maintaining her generous bosom. Let's put it that way. Alrighty, then we have Susamaru. She's got these crazy balls that she throws around. One of the demons. Alright, so here is our first hollow. And you can see down there, it's a rare. And this is thunder breathing, first form, thunder, clap, and flash. So you remember that crybaby Zenitsu? Well, when he is in his form, he's actually sleeping the whole time. And it's pretty crazy because he's got his eyes closed and everything like that. And when he does a special attack, it's thunderclap and flash. And so here we go. We are getting ready to reveal our final card. And it is a super rare down there. And unluckily, it's not a super rare star, but I will take it. It is the Love Hashira. And remember that ample bosom that I was talking about? Yes. She definitely has that in spades. But that is a cool card for sure. And now I have two very bosomy characters from Demon Slayer. Daki, who is a demon, and Mitsuri, who is a demon slayer. So it would actually be very cool to see these two face off. Unfortunately, we won't ever get to see that happen. Spoiler alert, cover your ears if you don't want to hear it, but yeah, Taki gets taken care of by some other Hashira. So, Mitsuri and Daki, yes. So, not too shabby on the Demon Slayer pulls. Of course, I'm trying to get super rares of everything. And so I've got a couple of those knocked out. I hope the sound got better for you guys there. I'm trying to think whether I should go on with the MetaZoo booster box, or the Spellbook as they they call it. So yeah, you can actually get some of these things. They don't sell them in stores currently because this, I think they went out of business actually. And I'm gonna go grab my knife. I'll still be mic'd up with you. Um, I think MetaZoo actually went out of business, and they are no longer in stores, but there is a way to get these cards, and Whatnot has been the way to get these cards. So there are a couple of I don't know if you know what Whatnot is, but it's a platform where it's an live auction platform where you can buy collectibles, you can buy clothes, you can really buy anything with live sellers on there, and you can actually anybody can really become a seller on there. But it sounds like a Whatnot commercial that I'm doing or something like that. But basically, there's a channel on there that does sell a ton of MetaZoo. So that's where I picked this up. And actually, a very good price on this as well. I think we paid maybe like $15 for this whole thing. And then shipping. So I mean, you can get one of these boxes for $20, which 36 packs in there, and some of these cards are doing quite well. I don't know. Let's take a quick peek at eBay and see. I'm gonna pull up my eBay here. Oh, now I'm losing. Oh, hey, I found the action point card, by the way. I'm trying to get my light situated over here. My light all over the place. Okay, there's the action point card. And 1, 2, 3, 5 characters on there. We've got Tanjiro, we've got Nezuko, we have Muichiro, we have Mitsuri, and I'm not going to be able to remember his name, but he's another Hashira. So this is one of the action point cards. So there are technically more, or there's less of these than any of the other cards, but I believe these come in hollow as well. So unfortunately, I didn't pull the hollow one. Let me hop over here on eBay real quick, and I can actually show my screen with you. And let's take a look and see about these MetaZoo cards. Let's look at the MetaZoo PSA 10s. Oh yeah, so you can see some of these hollows. Look, $199, $58. So some of these cards on here are going. Let's take a look and see if we can find some ultra rares. I don't know if that necessarily does a lot for us, but where is... You can sort by sold, I think, on here. Oh wait, cancel. And let's take a look at sold items on here. So, this one right here, this PSA 9, $259. So a lot of these hollows in here, $10, $4. there are some cards in here that are going for a decent price. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the best cards in this MetaZoo UFO spellbook is really going for. Um, I can probably look that up as well. Let's see. MetaZoo UFO rare cards. Okay, so here we go. The MetaZoo UFO first edition price guide. And let's sort by highest. Oops. There we go. $7. Yeah, there's got to be some. I think there's some sort of like secret cards in here. Oh yeah, this totality aura ones. I think these are the base ones. Oh wait, no, this is hollow printing. Oh, so the normal ones 732, and then I'm sure the foil ones are better. But the rarity goes through gold, silver, bronze. So I don't know anything about MetaZoo as far as the different rarities and things like that go. So we will be learning this together, really. And I'm going to burn through some of these because there's 36 packs in here. 36 packs, man. 36 packs of anything. I don't think I've ever opened anything that has 36 packs to it. All right. Oh, let me pop this open here. We're going to do it. We're going to do this right. All right. Move this back. Let me see if I can get the wide angle lens here. The ultra wide. There we go. And you can see the feet of my... There we go. That's a little better. You can sort of see my messy desk and the bottom of my computer monitors, but it is what it is. I really need a better area for ripping cards, but I am limited on space. Let's just put it that way. Very cool pack. And, the artwork on MetaZoo is sort of interesting. It's kind of like, it's all really hand-drawn, and, it's got, I don't know what kind of quality you would say that is, but, it's not like, it's like if you take a look at, one of these cards right here, it's got very sharp lines and full color and everything like that. And these are definitely look more like sketches or something like that. They're not like fully colored or anything. You can see these little areas that don't have, they almost look like watercolor or something like that. That's kind of where I would put it here. And I'll get you up on the big screen there. All right. So let's burn through these now. All right. So we've got Boulder Beam, Felixstowe Fire Demon, Peace Offering, Tinfoil, Bookmark Blue, Giant Squid, Resurrection from the Afterlife. Ooh, look at this card here. Look at the hollow on that guy. That's cool. We'll set that one off to the side here. And so let's remember that. So 4 cards from the back. So 5 cards from the back. I don't know if that's our hollow spot or what. Cannonball token, bright day skies, and water aura. All right. And so there's some different packs. I don't know if there's... let me look in here. It looks like this pack looks different than any of the other packs that I can see in there. Oh no, there's some other ones that are like that. I can't believe I had more than one viewer in here. That's completely amazing. And of course that happens when I'm not fully prepared. All right. So, dozing off, the Greys. You know, the Greys, if I believe in any aliens, I think the Greys do exist. Roswell, Thunder and Ice, Accordion, Mysterious Disappearance, Green Fireballs, and then there's our Mountain Boomer. That is our foil card. Infinite Power, Friend Token, Nighttime, Earth Aura. And so let's see if we can do it like this. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move that to the back. And so that way we'll just burn through these cards. Laser gun, transforming. Ooh, the Reaper Scythe, that artwork is pretty cool. Cannonball token, Rushing River, Earth Aura. And then our hollow, ooh, it's just a little baby hollow, glistening beach rock. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black Demon, Hidden Pass, Laser, Sherman Beast, Acid Drought, Dust, Tinfoil. Tinfoil hat, that's pretty funny, actually. I would consider myself a little bit of a tinfoil hat type person. I do believe in a lot of conspiracy theories and things like that. So I would consider myself a little bit of a tinfoil hat person. And then Sunset Finality Orb. And so let's see, where do I find the rarities on here? 35 out of 165. So where does it show how rare they are? That's what I want to know. I guess we'll figure this out together because I don't really know. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the back. And Potion, Appleseed, Terraforming, Token, Aura, and Drowned Sea Orb. Man, some of these artworks are very cool. I really like that. And I don't know, let's take a look. I'm going to take a look real quick and see how we can see. Let's take a look at one of these cards right here. So how do we see? And it's got this little star up in the top right. Other than that, I'm trying to figure out how you can tell, like, if you got like a crazy hit or something like that. I don't know. don't know how you can really tell, you know, what constitutes a big hit in these cards. If anybody knows, go ahead and comment, because I wish I knew. Giant space brains, UFO, snowing. That's just a cool card right there. Dark aura. And then glistening beach rock. And so I guess we're looking for neutrality, totality, aura, Flatwoods Monster, Breakfast Aliens, and Mini T-Rex, and UFO. So those are some of the top cards that we can pull out of here, I guess. So neutrality, totality, aura, I guess, is really what we're going to go for. And I am going to start ripping like crazy here. And I will stop along, crop circles. And there is our drowned sea orb. We've got another one of those. Oh, I keep forgetting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the back, to the back, to the back. Coming in hot. Grays. Ocean. Water aura. Ooh, the 7 Thunders. That's a dope card. Yeah, I really like how they do these hollow cards. Like, that's really cool how they only print like the hollow along with those little stars that are sort of right in that area here. Now, I don't know what is going on with this company. Like, you know, they printed a bunch of merch and all sorts of stuff, and then I think went out of business. So who knows how rare these things could become, but I guess they could become pretty rare. Headless chicken. And then pocket dimension orb. All right. I don't know. Did anybody watch the Trump speech today with the Prime Minister of England? I thought that was really cool. They're really trying to end this war in Ukraine. And I thought this speech that they both gave was pretty dang funny, and it was actually very cordial. Seems like everybody over there is getting along and is starting to get on the same page. So I thought that was pretty dang cool. Or opalescent moss. You know, I've seen a huge array of these cards here. Like, they have a lot of different cards. So I'm wondering, like, with TCG, I've never really played too much TCG. So I've never really played any TCG. So I assume, like, trying to keep track of all these different cards could be pretty tough. Knowing what they all do, all that stuff. Saber-toothed tiger, that's awesome. You know, I could really imagine, like, man, it's probably tough, you know, trying to keep track of, like, all that stuff. I know the one TCG was even vaguely familiar with was Magic the Gathering. My cousin used to play Magic the Gathering all the time, and I would, you know, sit there and watch him, and I couldn't figure out like what was going on. But I don't know, I played Dungeons and Dragons before. I assume maybe TCG is kind of like that, where, you know, maybe you're on some sort of
quest and you use all these different cards to, you know, battle each other and things like that. I'm not really too sure, but you know, I guess I would like to get into TCG. I guess I might, if anything, would start playing Union Arena. Now, the thing I don't know about Union Arena is like whether or not they have like crossover between Demon Slayer and like say Hunter x Hunter, Static Snowstone, because that would actually be pretty cool. Or is it like relegated to each one, because they have Demon Slayer, Union Arena, they have Jujutsu Kaisen, they have Hunter x Hunter. So like I'm sitting there just like wondering, like, is there a crossover with all these things? I don't know if anybody out there knows. UFO rip, let's go. Zoo was the first TCG I tried playing, and it's tough just to pick up and play. Really, yeah, I imagine that it's like super tough to just pick this up. It seems like there are a ton of different cards and like you know, water submerged. So like I imagine that you know you have to have like a. I know with like Lorcana, um, they have like a, you know, a play mat with like special little areas. Even with Union Arena, they have something like that as well. So you know, there's different spots for different cards and things like that. So I imagine that it could be pretty tough. So the learning curve with TCG is, I imagine it's um, pretty tough. New Cryptid Keeper. What do you mean about new MetaZoo? Is there something going on with that? As far as I knew, that MetaZoo was like out of business. Is there a new version of it coming out? I take it that there is. Ooh, Dragon's Rise. Now, I know somebody who would actually really love this card. Oh, new base. Launching March 28th. Oh, okay. Well, is that going to like affect the value of like say these cards? I imagine that, you know, like if they're coming out with a new one, like the old school MetaZoo cards like might, you know, still have some value. I guess that's probably why, you know, they're doing okay on Whatnot, because there's like channels on there that are just like selling this stuff out there, and I'm like, oh, you know, people are just buying cards from sort of um, a dead TCG. So uh, that's awesome that they're coming out with a new one. Cryptid Keeper, do you hop onto Whatnot at all? Friend token. Look at this. Look at how cute this little scene is here. There's these two little things sort of petting you know, taking a nap with the unicorn in a field full of flowers. And this guy, he seems sort of left out. He's like, oh man, I want to cuddle. I want to cuddle, guys. Oh man, big mushrooms. And the Hidden Templars. That's kind of a cool card. I actually really like the art style on here. I wasn't too sure about the art style of MetaZoo when I first saw it. I'm like, it's kind of okay, but there are some really cool cards in here. There are some cool cards in here, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, new base set coming out, huh? So maybe we'll add some value to some of these old ones. The green fireballs, all right. Okay, so Cryptid Keeper's dropping some knowledge on me here. Rick Aarons, the ex-VP of Pokemon International for 20 years, and Richard Griffin from WOTC and others redesigned the game and the cards. Oh, so the name itself, MetaZoo, that's cool. You know, I was wondering, man, they have so much like merch and cards and different things that were going along with it. So it seemed like, you know, a big loss that they were like no longer in the game, and that's really cool. That um, that's really cool that they are coming out with something new. Oh, okay, you buy off Whatnot. Ah, quote. That is funny. That's where do you think I got this? Where do you think I picked up my booster of UFO at a steal of a deal? Yes, sir. Whatnot has been awesome for different collectible things. I mean, it's actually been awesome for a lot of different things. I mean, I've bought shoes off of Whatnot. I don't know if anybody else in the chat really knows what Whatnot is, but if not, you should take a look because there are some amazing deals going on there. And I actually, you know, I will say, I think that a live commerce, meaning, I mean, it could be me, for God's sakes, selling from, you know, my house here. If I have a bunch of stuff that I want to sell, or like, you know, say I have a bunch of new stuff that I want to sell, I can just open up my phone and start selling it. And then, you know, from a buyer's perspective, you get to talk with people who know about the product. So, say if Cryptid Keeper was selling MetaZoo, he could tell me all about the product right there, and talk me through the entire thing and show things off live. You get to see the actual product. So, I really do think that you know, live commerce is going to be the way that, you know, a lot of people buy. And like once Whatnot, I mean, Whatnot has a lot of users, but like once it really hits the mainstream, I mean, I think it's going to be huge because there's a whole bunch of other companies that are like jumping on to the live commerce platform. Oh man, so getting OG cards for so cheap, amazing for new people to check out MetaZoo. Oh man, he jumped in right after the bankruptcy notice. Okay, so yeah, I would just be. I'm actually now interested in like possibly, you know, trying out playing this. Oh dang, that's cool. Caster gun. That's a dope card right there. Man, good artwork there. Um, but I do think that, you know, like eBay, Amazon's even going to try and get in, Walmart's going to try and get in, you know, all of these companies, and TikTok, of course, all of these other companies really getting into the live selling arena. And, you know, it used to be, you know, infomercials. So you would have, you know, some people like droning on, talking about, you know, this set of knives that can cut through shoes and things like that. Dragon's Rise. Oh, that's another cool Dragon's card. But, you know, with that, it's really hard, was really hard to like trust these really salesy type people selling you things that, you know, that they had set up there. Everything seemed sort of like a setup. You know, you would have Billy Mays yelling at you, telling you how good this thing is, and then you'd buy it and it wasn't that good. But now with platforms like Whatnot and things like that, you sort of are buying from somebody who is very relatable to you, you know? And, you know, it's like, if I'm going to buy collectibles or cards, for instance, you know, I can buy from somebody who is actually a card collector, and not just some like hardcore like salesperson. So I really do see a bright future for platforms like Whatnot, and all of the rest of them there. I think that it's going to be Static Snowstone. Going to be really big once it hits sort of the mainstream. And you can get some amazing deals on there too. I mean, like I said, I was a pretty avid Funko collector, and being able to score some awesome deals on Funko on there. You know, I was on Whatnot sitting there swiping like crazy, trying to get a hold of these Funkos. And, you know, it does all of the right things. You know, it hits those dopamine receptors when you win a product, the sort of the auction format. The people sort of dictate the price for the most part. And then, you know, trying to win auctions and things like that. I mean, it sort of ticks all the boxes. Oh, so you know Event HQ, I'm sure. Yeah. You know, I know those people over there. They are, of course, one of the biggest Funko channels on there. Cryptid Keeper, what type of Funkos are you into collecting? Me, I'm into Hunter x Hunter, anime stuff, and then of course, like, you know, just different TV shows and things like that I'm into. Demon Slayer, Hunter x Hunter. You know, one of my favorite pops that I have still is Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. You know, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and then there are some other like just pops that are really cool. You know, I started getting my niece ones that are like, you know, Garfield, and, you know, things that she likes, and, you know, they are really cool to collect. But, you know, once you start getting up above like 50 of them, 60 of them, it becomes pretty difficult to find space for those different things. So I don't know how long I'm going to be in the Funko game. Like I said, I'm probably going to get rid of my collection because I'm really into just card collecting. I think it's for me, I do like the Demon Slayer, the Hunter x Hunter, like all of those cards. I'm really into F1 as well, so I've been ripping a lot of those cards. But you know, they're making so many like cool card collections now that, you know, they have a set or a large number of IPs that they can cover now. So for me, it's like, oh, you know what? Card collecting is now sort of in the way of, or along the lines of Funko, because, you know, they're making Marvel cards. You know, Topps Chrome is making Squishmallow cards. I've ripped some packs of those. Like, so for me, cards is sort of the new thing. So I don't know how long I'm going to be a Funko collector. I will probably, of course, keep some of the ones that I really love. But when it comes to things like Hunter x Hunter, there's like 50, 60 of those. So it's tough to keep a collection like that. Like, you know, my desk at work is covered in Funko. TMNT, Back to the Future. Yeah, individual pops. I mean, unless you stick with it, because like if you hop around on whatnot, you end up paying a lot more in shipping because that first one that you buy is, it can be like $6 shipping. Um, and then, yeah, you're right. I mean, it sort of negates the deal sometimes. I mean, you could buy a pop for $5, but then, you're paying $6 in shipping, $7 in shipping, then it sort of negates the deal. Um, and, you know, it, it's you have to stick with the same channel. That way you buy two or three and your shipping becomes free. Then that's good, but you're right, it can get super expensive um, buying those. Oh, you're in Canada. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, for sure. I can only imagine what the shipping is for you guys. Oh my goodness. Man, I can't wait to go to Canada. Like, I've never been to Canada. I used to live in Washington State, so I was right there and never made it. I made it to Bellingham, so it was very close to the border, but I never actually made it into Canada. I've actually never been out of the United States, funny enough. Uh, I really do want to go though because I mean that Canada's, I mean, it's deceptively huge. There's a lot of land up there that is just open land. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Look at this sheep. The sheep looks like he is being abducted by some aliens for sure. And our pocket dimension orb. All right, so we are down to our last 3 packs. I cannot believe that I've busted through 33 packs of this MetaZoo. And I gotta say, I am pleasantly surprised with the artwork on here. I still haven't hit one of these super rare neutrality totality auras, which is what I'm hunting for, or one of the mini T-Rexes. I really want one of those as well. Burning Spirit imprint. So Canada, man, I can imagine it's probably, I guess it would be probably $15 is what I'm guessing to ship a Funko to Canada. Man, Canada. Yeah, that's a rough one. It shouldn't be that expensive. I mean, when you think about it, you guys are really close. You're not that far away from us. So, the fact that we have to even deal with customs and things like that. Yeah, buying some of the grails is the way to go for sure on there. Yeah, with Funkos, I only buy the ones that I really really want as well. A lot of the ones that I want aren't really super graily. Um, so, for me, it's I think, let's see, what is the most expensive Funko that I bought? I mean, it's probably like $50. I think it's maybe the most expensive Funko I bought, which is like, I don't know if you know the Awakened Gone. It's like a tall one. It's one of the only box sizes that Funko made. It's like 6-8 inches tall. He looks like a troll with this very tall hair. But that's probably the most expensive one that I got. And some of the really big grails, I'm of course very interested in those. But again, like, it's I just have a very hard time pulling the trigger on some of those things. What's the most, if you don't mind me asking, what's your biggest grail is what I should say. All right, so this is the last pack here. So I'm hoping for that totality aura, and I don't think I got it, but we'll see. Oh, and we have the drowned sea orb. I pulled a couple of those. So, all right, so I've got my big stack of cards right there. And let's just burn through the hollows here real quick. Drowned sea orb. Yeah, that would be awesome to have you guys as the 51st state. That would be sick. And so we have another orb. These are pretty cool. Burning Spirit, another orb. Meteorite. So we've got another drowned sea orb. That's one of my favorite arts right there. I don't know how you say that. Wakinan. The Cryptid Busters. Another Wakinan. Forest Friends. Alright, Dragon's Fire. Caster Gun. That one's actually pretty cool too. Let's see. Dragon's Rise. I like those dragon ones. This one, the Saber-Tooth Tiger. That one's dope. Seven Thunders. Mountain Boomer. And the Rougarou. I like that one too. So I got a bunch of these. Are, like I said, the artwork on these is actually really cool. I'm probably going to buy some more boxes of these. The fact that they're like inexpensive and the fact that they're inexpensive and it comes with like 36 in one of these boxes is actually really cool to me, because I really just like to rip. So for me, being able to just kind of, sit back and rip some of these cards is actually a lot of fun. And, ripping 36 packs of these was pretty cool. But, I'm actually very excited because I had 3 viewers in here, which for me in my channel, which is very brand new, is amazing. Like, I am very excited, very glad. Cryptid Keeper, big roll of foil and a weather balloon, but apparently it went high enough to make it to outer space. Oh, okay. So, fun fact, the little bit of foil on the UFO booster boxes went to outer space. What? So, like, are you talking about, like, this little bit of foil right here on the box itself? So, it went on a weather balloon, but it went high enough to get to space. Interesting. That is a fun fact, actually. So I might want to hold on to the box itself. But Wendy and Cryptid Keeper, thanks so much for joining me. I mean, this has been my most successful stream yet. And I will be ripping more cards, over the next couple of months. I probably won't be ripping too much. Actually, now that I'm ripping MetaZoo, I'll be busting open a couple of boxes of that. I'm trying to save some cash over the next couple of months. So, I'll be buying, single $5 packs of Union Arena, maybe some MetaZoo, and I'll be, doing some reaction content and stuff like that. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I am going to get ready to head to bed and clean up this huge pack of, or this huge pile of
empty packs next to me. Remember to breathe in, breathe out, Yahweh. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Peace out, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, Cryptid Keeper. All right. Great stream. Look forward to your future content, he says. Huh?